An airplane is traveling at a speed of 724 kilometers per hour at a bearing of north, and then we turn 30 degrees to the east. The wind velocity is 32 kilometers per hour from the west. So it's blowing from the west at 32 kilometers per hour. So that means it's straight headed toward east from west, and that's what that vector would look like. We want to find the resultant speed and direction of the airplane. So we want to find this resultant. So again, we have a side that is 724. We have the side of our triangle, which is 32, and we want to find the resultant. So using law of cosines, r squared would equal 724 squared plus 32 squared minus 2 times 724 times 32 times the cosine of the angle between those two sides, which would be this angle. So if we think about a north-south line here, if this angle is 30 degrees, this angle would have to be 30 degrees. This little angle would be 90. So altogether, this angle would be 120 degrees. So we're going to take the cosine of 120 degrees. So r is going to turn out to be the square root of all this. 724 squared plus 32 squared minus 2 times 724 times 32 times the cosine of 120 degrees. So if we enter that on our calculator, we get r is 740.519, and that would be kilometers per hour. So that is the resulting speed of our plane. Now we want to find the direction of the airplane, and the direction of the airplane would be this angle measured from the north around to our resultant line. So it looks like that it's going to be on a bearing of 30 degrees plus whatever this little angle in the triangle is. We'll call it theta. So we can use the law of sines to help us find that. The sine of theta divided by 32 would be equal to the sine of 120 degrees divided by r that we just found. So if we cross multiply, the sine of theta times 740.519 would equal 32 times the sine of 120. So the sine of theta is 32 times the sine of 120 divided by 740.519. And theta is going to be the inverse sine of this amount, or the arc sine. And we can enter that on our calculator and get that theta is approximately 2.145 degrees. So our bearing, which would be the direction the plane is actually flying, would be 30 plus the 2.145. So our bearing is 32.145 degrees, and that's the direction of our plane.